The next example we're going to look at is for the multinomial distribution. The multinomial distribution has multiple different outcomes, hence the name multinomial. So I'm going to go ahead and try to do my best by grouping the information by color. So it says, in a certain town, 40% of eligible voters prefer candidate A, 10% candidate B, and 50% no preference. You randomly select 10 voters, so our N is going to be 10. What is the probability that you get 4 for candidate A, 1 for B, and 5 for no preference? So let's go ahead and try to group some of this information. This 40% goes for candidate A, and I want 4 people who prefer candidate A. All right. Let's see, this 10% goes for candidate B, and I want 1 person who prefers candidate B. And then the 50% that you see here goes for no preference, and I want 5 people with no preference. So as I start to write my probability, I know the probability of this combined event is equal to, and I have my fraction bar. In my numerator, I have n factorial. Well, n is 10, so I have 10 factorial. And in my denominator, I have how many I want from each group. So for the first group, I want 4, so I have 4 factorial. And then from the second group, I want to have 1, so I have 1 factorial. And then in the third group, I want to have 5, so I have 5 factorial. Now we're almost done. The only thing we have left to do is worry about the probabilities. So the first group, the probability is 40%. I'm going to take 40% and I'm going to raise that to the number of people I want from that group, which looks like it's 4. For the second group, the probability is 10%. So I'm going to take that 10%. I'm going to raise it to the number of people I want from that group, which looks like it's 1. In the last group, the probability is 50%. I'm going to take 50% and I'm going to raise it to the number of people I want in that group, which looks like it is 5. Now you can let your calculator do all of the heavy work here, and when you put this information into your calculator, I believe that you get, let's see, 0.1008. All right, hope that helps.